And welcome to Small Business Today Magazine Talk Show
on the SBT Magazine Radio Network. Woohoo!
You can tell she's a veteran, Barbara, you know.
Oh.
From another place, but she's
terrific.
That's right.
She's always terrific.
I'm Steve Levine. I'm executive publisher of Small Business Today Magazine.
I'm Barbara Davidson, associate publisher, creative director, and head writer of Small Business Today Magazine.
It's our pleasure to bring you this show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If we don't have fabulous guests, then we do a fabulous rerun of one of our YouTube videos. You just have to stay tuned to our Small Business Today Magazine on Facebook, or my Facebook page, or Barbara's Facebook page, or Premier Age Magazine, and you'll know exactly what show's on, and you can watch it there. Plus, all of our shows are now archived on the website. All
That's
our
right.
shows.
At sbtmagazine.net or smallbusinessmagazine.com.
And if you're on the MixLR link, you can go right to our website also each time and click on the little tune in now or whatever it is. And
That's
you can hear
right.
it right from our website. You know?
And then we will, after videoing this show, we're going to edit. Obviously, MovieWhip.com is going to edit it, and in a few days it'll be up for our YouTube video.
That's right. Thanks
awesome.
To Mr. Ron Coleman with MovieWhip.com.
That's right.
But we are here today live, and
Why, as opposed to being dead, I'm glad we are.
being dead, exactly. And,
Thank God for small
if you're not
favors.
familiar with Small Business Today Magazine, we are a publication, comes out every month. It's a beautiful, glossy hard copy, as well as a phenomenal digital publication that now
Do you put
boasts an
makeup on our
audience
magazine,
of
make it glossy?
62,000 readers worldwide, and that's a
That's a
real
big
number.
group.
We
That's
just
a
had another
blessing.
20 or 30 just this week.
I know. They keep
Awesome.
subscribing, and it's free online to subscribe. And we have archives of every article, every story, every article. Every cover honoree is nominated by our advisory board. It has to be somebody that has an inspiring story, somebody that has started with nothing and built something. And we don't measure their dollar volume, but it's very important. The criteria is they have to be giving back, supporting our community.
Philanthropy is one of the 3 pillars of success.
And that's right. You know that more than anybody. That's your essence of a lady. That's all about.
That's
There
right.
you go, right
So
there.
That, as Barbara said, and a great story, and willingness to share that story and their words of advice with
Best words of advice.
entrepreneurs that are subscribers to the magazine and or readers. And at the end of each cover story is a
Let me
series
get
of
there.
takeaway notes
Let
that
me get
Barbara
there.
created.
Well, it's I interview the client, the person that's the cover honoree, and ask them for their best words of advice. And it'd be just no different.
And these be them.
No different than you interviewing somebody that you really respect in business, expect as a mentor. And if you, these are the types of information you're going to get. And I say go to every back issue, go to our archive, and read that page at the end of every cover story. And when you see duplicates, such as give back, everybody does that.
Have a great relationship with a banker.
Maintain
great credit.
Those are all important things. Make an asterisk. You want to see if it duplicates, you definitely want to incorporate that into your everyday business practices.
I like, every Sunday we put a post up through Hootsuite on one of the best practices from one of the cover stories.
Right.
And the most recent one came another one from Kenny Azude. And it was sometimes the deal you don't do are more important than the ones you did.
That's right.
That's
And
a
I
good
thought that's
takeaway.
Unfortunately,
'Cause
Twitter
you
only have so many words to do that in.
Well,
They wouldn't even let me put the photo up there. But
You know what's really amazing is that I interview all of these successful business leaders and get their story, and I think that every time I've interviewed them, every time I listen to their great words of advice, I've learned something new every time. And so I think no one should ever feel that they're so complacent that they're too old to learn. If you want to evolve, you want to keep your business going forward, you have to be continually reevaluating it and learning from others.
that's right.
Lifelong learners.
One of my favorites was from Jerry Brower with Forge USA.
Forge USA,
It
right.
said, even the worst idea executed is far better than the best idea you only think about.
That's right.
And how
I
many
love it.
companies go into meetings and all they do is talk about those ideas and it never gets
And then don't do anything.
because you can't put 2 people in the room and they agree on everything.
Right.
You get 3, 4, 5.
You can't
board
put us in the
members.
room and never agree on
No, we
anything.
don't agree. Exactly. Never. But anyway, that's the way some go. But we do work in tandem with the publication, and Barbara's a creative director, oversees the photo shoots, edits the stories, edits columns, and any column that comes in as a self-promotional of any type doesn't run.
Doesn't run. It's got to be beneficial to the reader.
Columns.
It's got to be something that they're going to gain. I had somebody submit something, and they were a PR firm trying to, promote their client. I said, "What? What am I gaining from this article?
Right.
Are you just telling me that I should use your client and that's the knowledge my clients are going to get from reading it?" I said, that doesn't work. I want to have substance. I said, like the old commercial, where's the meat?
That's right.
Where's the beef?
She did say that.
I told it to him because he was a PR firm. I said, where's the beef?
And they try to disguise a press release
Mm-hmm.
into an educational article, and that doesn't fly with us. It's got to be all educational columns. 6 mistakes that startup entrepreneurs make. 4 drastic measures to turn your business around now.
Funding a small business without credit cards is a great one in this current issue.
Exactly. Doing business with the Chinese, networking with the Japanese. All these are columns.
Working with your husband, that's really in there.
Or not working with your wife. That's another one. Anyway, but we're real proud the publication comes out, and you can still get a complimentary digital subscription at sbtmagazine.net.
Or smallbusinessmagazine.com.
And you can also get a hard copy. It's still $69 a year, but I'm thinking the next 30 days we'll make it $99 a year.
Yeah.
That doesn't even cover the printing. So
Yeah, printing's going up, mailing things are going up, or at least the postal
that's all
storage
the printing.
fee.
No more distribution copies. It's going to be all subscriber copies, samples, expos, promotional copies, media kits. I mean, if there were 50,000 people wanted to buy a hard copy subscription, we print 50,000.
Right.
It's really not needed. People want, it's a digital world. People want the digital copy, but I think there's a, as you said, a renaissance back to the slick hard copy and the luxury of having the time to really enjoy
it
and not be distracted by all the other
stuff,
social medias and emails and Twitter and all those things. So anyway, that's the publication, Small Business Today magazine. March is up online. We're finishing April.
That's right.
Our photo shoot.
That's right.
Friday, a little late, but we changed horses midstream.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Urban Hughes is
and Dominion is Dominion Management Group.
He and his wife work together.
And it said Verrill is her name, and
he has an amazing story.
It's so inspiring. It was so inspiring. He was actually nominated by our partner, but he suggested first he just be a profile. But after hearing his story, we said, "Oh my gosh, this has to be a cover story. There's no other option. This has to be a cover story," because all the people that sit around and say, "Woe is me! Oh, look at the bad things happen to me, and I can't be successful because I fell and hurt my big toe."
He was witness to his mother murdering his father. And then she was putting a gun to his
own head.
And he lunged at her to.
And the bullet just missed his head. He grazed his ear, and
and the family
blamed him
for murder.
Yeah. So
which murder?
His
murder
of his father.
They thought he did it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's
a story.
I'm not telling you anymore. You're gonna have to read
it in the April issue.
You're gonna have to get a subscription.
I mean, it's amazing, amazing inspiration.
And maybe it'll be out by
very shortly because I've got I'm re-editing right now. I've got the story. I'm editing it down. We got 4,000 words. We got to cut back. We've already rewritten the story.
Yeah. Exactly.
So we're hustling. We're hustling.
Our guest is JoAnn Ajai Scott. As we said, the magazine runs in tandem with the radio show and vice versa. We like to bring you guests who have something to offer you with great content or promote a nonprofit.
And nonprofits, because I think just like every successful cover honoree who has one thing in common: they always give back. And we need to be caring for our own local nonprofits. There are many international, national ones supported with big pockets. But so I just like we support small business locally, not just once a year, but every day of the week. We need to be supporting the independent, not for profit, and that's why it was always been our focus to promote that in our publication.
And we not only do that through promotion and putting our brand on things, but we do that by volunteering. You have your group in Nepal, right?
Right.
And I'm with the Altus Foundation, which helps fund patients who, even after insurance, can't afford their surgery or their aftercare. So I'm on the board of Cease Addiction Now.
And Women's Council Realtors. I mean, that's what we're all about. We want to help.
We give not only our resources, but also our time.
Our time, yeah.
And we're happy to have Miss JoAnn Ajai Scott.
Right. Essence of a Lady.
Remember, her last conference was right before that flood. I don't blame her. I don't blame her, but it was right. It was maybe the same right after that weekend.
I know, it's insane.
It was that Tuesday after that weekend.
I know, it was insane, and we're like, we did show up there, didn't we?
Yes, you did.
We were like,
up.
It was after. It was
before. It was that
right
Saturday.
Before, yeah. The last time I had nice clothes.
She never told us.
Yeah, there was the last time I had
no
nice
idea about
clothes.
weather ever.
It was a really
the end of her nice clothes.
all my nice clothes.
And you honored her at that conference.
I sure
know.
did.
That's right.
And
as a redhead on the move with a bad hip. Wasn't that the honor?
No,
just
that she had to have this. The redhead that had to put up with this horrible burden. Her husband.
Yeah, sure. It's terrible. I don't understand how you do it. Yeah, my other wife doesn't care. JoAnn, welcome to the show once again.
And we want to talk about JoAnn, Essence of a Lady, educating, mentoring, empowering others and of young women, and she's celebrating 25 years of philanthropy and promoting philanthropy among other young women. And JoAnn is an iconic entrepreneur.
From Jacksonville, Florida.
Certified national educational trainer, experienced nonprofit consultant, award-winning philanthropist, certified influencer, blogger, and global empowerment speaker. And I'm going to make you help me with my DePaul group, my little orphans that I'm now trying to support and feed. So I expect you to help me with that after this. I'm going to tell you about them.
There you go.
Anyway, JoAnn coined the phrase empowerment speaker because she believes the difference in motivating and empowering is the ability to take immediate action. She participated in a 10-city tour empowering solopreneurs, blogpreneurs, and nonprofits as the national MC and panels in cities such as Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Chicago, Illinois, Montgomery, Alabama, and Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, after over 35 years as an entrepreneur, she actually started when she was 15. Renowned networker and small business consultant, she is the creative mastermind behind the premier website for women called eLadies Biz. And she co-chairs an annual fundraiser and scholarship event, which we have participated to recognize these fabulous females to raise money for graduating seniors at the Females Are Fabulous conference. The women who are listed on eLadies Biz will be spotlighted, and she's blessed to have her mother alive. Thank God for that. 4 siblings, including 1 twin sister, 2 daughters, and 2 grandchildren.
And a couple of years ago, all the Jacksonville people were there. And she had the whole whole bunch there.
I'm telling you.
Cheering section. Now your events are mainly to empower young women and women. Is that right?
Yes. The ultimate goal of our Females and Our Fabulous events, our scholarship fundraiser, is to reward the girls who participate and recognize the girls who participate in our mentoring program called Young Essence Ladies Learning, Yale for short. It's called Yale Mentoring, where we meet with girls who are part of different clubs and programs in school, churches, and community organizations. We go in once a month, and we bring women to do workshops to tell their story about how they became who they are, so girls can understand it's not where they are that matters, is where they're going. And the only way they can understand who they are and what they're trying to do is to be exposed to other women who volunteer to give their time, talent, and tender monetary resources to share with them as philanthropists. And so at the
what age do these young ladies begin? What do you start with?
We start with school age girls, 6 to 19 years old. For over 10 years now, we've been in the A-Leaf area working through the school district at Elsick High School, where we have provided support to girls, high school girls. And once a month, we meet with girls through the community. Now we're actually going to start working with Shape Community Center once a month, going in, doing workshops, and bringing girls from around the city to gain career, leadership, and coping skills. See, ultimately, our mission is to help girls develop the career, leadership, and coping skills so they can graduate from high school and become productive citizens and are future entrepreneurs. So professional women and entrepreneur women are the philanthropists that we recruit so that girls can see for themselves
that there's a future, and that they need to graduate high school, right?
Exactly, because while every 26 seconds kids drop out of school.
Right.
And don't the statistics show that more young ladies drop out in their senior year than young men do?
You took the words right out of my mouth, Barbara. Thank you for remembering that, because it's true. In fact, just had this situation happen in my own class. A young lady is scheduled to graduate from high school this year, and in February she stopped coming to school. Just last Friday, her dad withdrew her out of school, and she was scheduled to graduate from high school this year. And we could tell that she was being pulled because there are a plethora of reasons why girls drop out of school.
Right.
And they get caught up with the wrong crowds.
Right.
They have family problems. They get pregnant. They get married. Peer pressure, drugs, alcohol, all kinds of reasons. Having children, all kinds of reasons why they drop out. But the saddest thing is, here's the line. They're right here.
Right there.
And all they have to do
is just take a step forward.
One step to jump
finish,
over
to finish,
and finish high school. But
why did this parent do this? Why did they perpetuate it? Why didn't they?
Well, see, the problem was what she was saying was she had she turned 18, and so obviously the parents had already told her when she turned 18 she could do whatever she wants, because that's what she kept preaching. Well, I'm gonna be 18 and I'm done. I'm gonna drop out.
Why rush their little lives? They got the whole life.
They don't get it.
No,
I don't understand why some parents say when you're 18 you're out of the house, you're on your own, and they can contribute to that, saying
exactly.
And how can a child? They're still a child. They go into school. They've been cared for. All of a sudden, boom, you're gone because you're the magical number 18.
Exactly. See, my mom did just the opposite. When we were 5 years old, she said, y'all gonna graduate from high school. I don't care what I have to do. Everybody in this house will graduate from high school. So we never questioned whether or not we were gonna graduate from high school.
Yeah,
we expected to graduate.
Oh yeah.
A lot of the girls is self-esteem issues, where they're at. Maybe I need to get married. Maybe I need a boy.
Exactly.
And a lot of those we have learned through the course of a lot of different shows. It's really the father who gives the girl the self-esteem.
Exactly. And 13 is a very delicate age.
It is.
13 is when they're most sensitive to that self-identity and self-worth, that how they see themselves in the eyes of their father.
Exactly.
And if they don't have that proper father role model, it can affect them.
Right. And see, this is what she lives with her father. And so when he told her that, hey, when you turn 18, you could do what you want, that's exactly what she did.
Yeah.
And so, but the bottom line is, that's why our motto is self-esteem is the essence
That's
of
right.
who we are.
That's right.
Because how you think and feel about yourself determines your actions.
Right.
And there's this poem called Attitude, where it says, we are in charge of our attitudes. Our attitude is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it.
Absolutely.
And every single day we have to make a conscious decision as to what we're going to do about things that happen in our lives. Right. And it determines who we ultimately are as people.
We are talking to JoAnn Ajai Scott with
Essence of a Lady
and her upcoming event, The Females Are Fabulous, and all that she does for women and young women. We're going to hear more about her event coming up April 16th. Location TBD, and later
today, yes, you'll know.
Location. And having a great time. We're going to be learning more, and you're talking about a subject that we really like talking about, is empowerment of young people, and particularly youthpreneurs. And we'll be right back after these messages, and you're listening to Small Business Today Magazine Talk Show
on the SBT Magazine Radio Network.
Hello, I'm Paul Marcus, owner of Affordable Searches, your premier investigation company specializing in comprehensive background checks nationwide. Business owners know one of the most important things to do is the hiring of employees. However, if you make mistakes or you don't check them out thoroughly, this could lead to problems. Some of the problems may be unsafe business environment, possible violence in the workplace, negligent hiring, lawsuits, and a turnover of employees. Our website has a wealth of information for you to read and learn how to run the correct background checks. We are also available for free consultations at 1-877-685-6691. Visit our testimonials page to see what our current customers say about us.
And welcome back to Small Business Today Magazine Talk Show
on the SBT Magazine Radio Network.
And here we are with Miss JoAnn Ajai Scott with Essence of a Lady and her upcoming event, the Females Are Fabulous Conference. I think it's about third year in a row or so.
This is the fourth year, and we're excited.
Do you remember where we met?
Yes, I do. I came to an event that Teresa Allen had, and you were one of the panelists.
Panelist with John.
And
she's wearing this fabulous hat.
Nice.
Yeah. See, we think all women should wear hats. We'll have a tea party.
I love hats.
I think we should arrange that tea party for the young ladies.
I think that would be so much fun. I love to have the high tea.
Absolutely, high tea.
And we work on etiquette and design, making our own hats.
We'll have to plan that.
That would be so much
fun. What's exciting?
Count us in.
And then. Anyway, how can they find out about the organization and the event? Where can they go?
They can go to find out about Essence of a Lady Incorporated and the Females Are Fabulous Scholarship Fundraiser. They can go to www.eladies.org and find out how they can volunteer, because we are always looking for volunteers, how they can sponsor a girl, they can sponsor a scholarship, or they can sponsor themselves and their friends by showing up as attendees that day.
Well, what you need for this event on the 6th?
We have 3 graduating seniors, and I'm glad you asked that question, Steve.
I thought you'd get around to it. Yeah.
We have 3 graduating high school girls who are graduating from high school, and we need scholarships for them. We need at least $500 each for each girl, which is a minimum of $1,500. We need sponsorships for girls who want to attend the scholarship fundraiser but don't have the $30, because the cost is $30 for adults 20 and up, and $50 for adults 20 and up, and $30 for girls 19 and under. And we need sponsorship for those girls. Why? Because girls need to see other women in this environment. They need to see that there are a lot of opportunities to be successful in life as a professional, in a career, and or an entrepreneur. They don't know this. They need to be exposed.
I love the way you get do the whole fashion show thing and the makeup and hair and put them in the clothes and everything. I love how
it's so
you've done that.
Really great. And the person that leads it, what is her name that sets it up?
We just talked about that.
What's her name?
The MC.
Yes, JB Borkins. She is awesome. She's been a moderator.
We love watching her.
She is just style.
She's a show in herself.
She is just style, the epitome of style.
And in class.
Exactly, of course.
And,
yes.
And she keeps the audience involved.
She's larger than life. She truly is.
Yeah.
And what a wonderful experience to watch her just glow and be the show the children how it should be.
Yes, and she actually takes time to work with the girls and show them how they should walk and what they should do. And again, what does that do? It helps build their self-esteem.
Didn't we have one of what's her name? The little boy who's a football player now, and they trying to recruit him for varsity, but he's only in junior high.
He just started.
The girl we had.
Yeah,
her
Colby.
There.
I had Colby there. Yes.
Yes.
And she got to cheat in the show, right?
Yeah.
Now she's on the volleyball team and she's making straight A's. She's doing so well in high school. Her brother just started junior high, and he's so big that when the mother went to take her, to high school, and the coach saw him, said, "Why aren't you trying out for varsity?" Because I'm only in 6th grade.
Now that's a
and
story
he's like 6 feet tall already. He's getting all kinds of awards, and the coaches are already watching him and helping to mentor him because he's going to do some great.
We put under our wing as well.
Yeah,
so
we're proud of them.
What can we do to bring some more sponsors to her? And
maybe we can talk to send it out to some of our cover honorees and see if any.
Kim Roxy doing the makeup.
Yeah, Kim has done the makeup several years. And, of course, we always loved her. She was one of our first keynote speakers at our event in 2012, and then she came back in 2013. Last year, we missed her, and this year, but our goal is to get her back definitely in 2017 because we're going back to our 3-day format of conference. Because why? I'm glad y'all asked that question. Sure. I am retiring from teaching, and I am going to be running Essence of a Lady full time. And I also have a project that's bringing women together to go around the country to empower women and girls called the Fabulous Female Empowerment Series. Oh, and that is going to allow us to go into different cities around the country and build establish networks there so women in that community can understand the importance of philanthropy and helping girls succeed. So back to the Females Are Fabulous Scholarship Fundraiser. We are excited about it because it actually allows us to see girls get excited about something. They come into the room. We have girls who will be doing talent. We have girls who will be doing a little rap song, 2 girls who will be dancing. And this year, for the first time, we're actually going to have a Yale alumni. One of our girls who won scholarships, she's also going to be speakers.
How wonderful.
The way the program is set up is between 9 and 10, we will have introduction of the board, and we'll have entertainment. We'll have a speaker, and we'll have the proclamations read for Essence of a Lady Day and the Females Are Fabulous. Then at 10 o'clock, we'll have entertainment, a speaker, and we'll have, we calling it, each component, the 10 to 11 will be called the Yale component, and we're going to have alumni to speak. And then from 11 to 12, it's going to be the E-Ladies component, and we're going to have the young lady who will win the award, the media package. And this is a young lady who is growing her business, but she's still in that 20 to 35 age range and needs support.
Who was a cupcake lady that I met a couple of years back?
Cupcake lady.
There was a cupcake.
Oh, Carla,
yeah.
Carla, the bakerpreneur.
Bakerpreneur, and she is doing amazingly well. She's doing amazingly well.
At our functions and introduced.
And then we met a young lady that was from that was on the. It was a very adverse condition. I forgot the young lady that single parent or whatever. She was a little girl that we met. Was it?
I can't recall, but you know, it's
Mandela
amazing.
wasn't in town still.
Yeah, Nindelica.
Mandela.
Yeah.
We could have brought her in with the
Yes.
here. We interviewed her for an hour.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, that's Nelson Mandela.
But again, if you ever, I mean, I've come from very adverse conditions. My father died at 37, and my mother worked, and I always wanted to help my mother. So I've always been an entrepreneur and brought up, quote unquote, the wrong side of the tracks. So if you ever need inspiration, I've always been an entrepreneur from the get-go. My friends always said, "What are you selling now?" I was selling stuff from the time I was 6th grade on, trying to help my mommy.
Exactly. I totally understand that, Barbara. And retiring and going into run the nonprofit full time, do know I am pulling all the women. It's been over 300 women who are part of the Elated Network as philanthropists to come together to support this mission, because it's big. You know, when you think about it, 22% of girls get bullied compared to 18% of boys.
Oh, yeah.
And most of them are being bullied between the ages of 10 to 18 years old.
I'd come home from school every day. This horrible neighbor would beat me up. And the mother would say, "Now, Harry, when your father gets home," and she would just not, and he was mentally ill. It really was, but he would beat me up. And, but I'll tell you what, I fought back. I wasn't, I didn't affect me or run. I mean, I was going to fight back because I knew he was going to do it. But, I mean, I'd get in fights with other kids, too. In spite of all that fighting.
Exactly. You survived.
I survived.
Yeah, we went through the same thing. All of my siblings, they used to pick up my mom. They would be on the bus just yelling and ranting and raving. But, I thank God for true resilience and tenacity.
Oh, yeah.
And more importantly, what I realized is that God blessed me with a high level of self-esteem, because I was able to put it in perspective and not control it and not allow it to control me. I mean, when I was in middle school, I had girls who would try to pick on me, and I was doing absolutely nothing to them.
Yeah.
And my 7th grade math teacher said to me, he said, there are 4 kinds of people in the world. Those who like you for who you are, those who don't like you for who you are, those who like you for who they think you are, and those who don't like you for who they think you are.
Right.
So you can't please everybody in the world.
But you got to please yourself.
The most important person is to please yourself.
That's right.
That was my day of epiphany. That was my epiphany. That was my aha moment, because I realized from that point forward that I was important.
That's right.
Not what other people thought. When I looked in the mirror or whatever I did, I had to be happy with who I was. And if I was happy with who I was, there was nothing or no one can say anything. To me to sway me.
Other people's opinion is none of your business.
I mean, I would have this girl every day in high school. She'd put her cigarette out on my car and call me dirty Jew. And I have people, throw coins at me. And my mother, said, look, you cannot change. There are people that are bigots, and you just got to deal with it. And I just laugh at them, say, they call me a dirty Jew. I said, I took a bath today.
And I've had to teach my grandkids how to deal with it. And then come to find out, the teachers was thinking that they were bullies. So that really irked me. So I had to deal with that also. You can't just assume anything. You have to deal with situations as they come to you. And that's why it's important for us to give back to our community, to the youth, and in this case, girls, because they are the backbone to the family. The men go out and make the money, but the women maintain a strong family environment.
It's the enrichment. There's more. I mean, women can go out and maintain the family too.
Yes, they can.
But the women actually just provide this extra spirituality that they bring into the household that a lot of men don't have, and so it's just like there's a certain sensitivity.
Right.
And look at Sharika.
Yeah.
I'm talking about her behind her back.
Right, but
so Sharika's had business, and her health has been
Less than
failing.
stellar,
Yeah,
yes.
less than stellar. But she still empowers her children as a single mother to know they can be anything they want to be. And you didn't know this, but last night, Bryce asked her, "What's my position in the world?" 9. Not.
I know.
You tell. I still speaking. You tell him his job to be a little boy.
Exactly.
He has a business too, and
worrying
he says,
about stuff like that.
He made her dinner last night.
I mean,
9.
nine.
Exactly. Well, see, that's why it's important to help empower. So that's what we do. We educate, mentor, and empower girls, because if they're broken in the home, how can they help their children?
That's it.
You know.
And patterns are replicated.
Generational.
It's generational. And so
It's
until you
generational.
break that pattern and give them an answer and a way out and a path.
Exactly.
That's what it is. We have to keep saying, okay, it's adult, follow the leader. You follow me. I did it. I can get out of here. You can get out of here.
See, after my mother died, I had a lot of my friends' mothers who kind of semi-adopted me, and they became my surrogate moms. So
Right.
when we have a opportunity, or I have an opportunity to mentor a little boy like Bryce or somebody like Colby, you know, I jump at the
You
chance.
step up.
'Cause if we can step
Exactly.
up and be a role model and give them from a man's perspective of self-esteem, you know how to treat a lady and how to act like a gentleman.
and how they should expect a man to treat them. That's the most important. How
Yeah.
they should expect.
There you go, right there. How they should expect a man to treat them, but and it all stems back to the same thing, and that's their level of self-esteem.
Right.
Where it is, how it was developed, what's the perception that they have of themselves, what is their belief of their ability to accomplish
and
things.
There's value, how they value themselves, and it's
Exactly.
real crazy because, thank God I had a high ego, just like you. I mean,
Yeah.
I had this ego, and I didn't let anybody tell me what to do.
Right.
But that's what kept me so alive.
Exactly.
And I know that if I hadn't had a big ego, I probably would just been hiding out in a little corner, and I mean, but not everybody has that
Exactly.
that ego to just ignore the people that are pushing you down and pushing you down and pushing you down.
As adults, we have to step up when we see things like that happening. We can't just see it happening and ignore it. We've got to take ownership to the fact that we are not going to be remembered for the fancy cars we drive, the big houses we live in, the fancy clothes we wear. We're going to be remembered for what we contributed
What we
to
gave
the
to
world,
somebody
what we
else,
gave back,
another person,
how we helped
yeah.
them. He's pointing over
I
there.
want to ask you up the wall here. Give us a success story in the 4 years. We have about a minute, but can you do a real quick one, a success story since you've started doing these conferences? So you don't have to mention names.
Right.
A story you're real proud of.
Well, one of the stories that is actually two in the same year. It was these two young ladies who decided to participate in the mentoring program. And at the time, we were meeting once a week, and I would bring the girls together. One girl, she was confused about her sexuality. Her dad didn't trust her. He didn't even want her to stay after school. And then the other one both of them had this similar situation, but they were contemplating dropping out of school, and this was like their last hope in the program that I worked in at the school, and I started working with them. And the amazing thing was, both of them graduated from high school. One contacted me. She was working at one of these furniture companies as a secretary, and ever so often she'll contact me. Hey, Miss AJ, how you doing? Thank you so much for what you did for me. The other one went to beauty college, and she's a hairstylist now, and she's ready to give to other girls. And I matched her up with a teacher in school.
That's
That's what I was looking
That's
for.
wonderful.
Just like that.
That's what we do.
We've got to go to break, but We want to give a shout out to Jerome Davis, our
engineer extraordinaire.
Exactly.
Ronald
And
Coleman, MovieWhip.com.
We'll make sure we have a YouTube video of the show.
His company's more than
share.
just a video company. It's a film production and SEO optimization
he's been with
program.
us since our start here.
That's
back in, fall of 2014.
Right. And then we also, Craig Klein with SalesNexus.com, the CRM and email marketing programs. Paul Marcus, AffordableSearches.com. And Tony Young, AutoShopper.biz.
Exactly. But we'll be right back after these messages, and you're listening to Small Business Today Magazine Talk Show
on the SBT Magazine Radio Network.
At Affordable Searches, our mission is to provide our customers with the most thorough background check possible to protect you, your employees, and also your business. We do so by contracting with companies across the country that provide us with the best information possible and in a quick turnaround time. Our turnaround times average anywhere from 24 to 48 hours. Our pricing is very competitive, and we are always here for you. We're always here to answer any questions you have. Please give us a call at 1-877-685-6691, and we'll be glad to answer each and every question that you have.
And welcome back to Small Business Today Magazine Talk Show
on the SBT Magazine Radio Network.
Woohoo.
And I can tell you the estrogen is in the air right now.
Yeah, we have to hold
We're
this
talking
shirt
about
up here.
Essence of a
Essence
Lady.
Let's hold this
and
up.
we're talking about eladies.biz. I like that logo for eladies.biz, by the way.
Yes.
I like that new logo. I think it's awesome. And we're talking about an upcoming conference on April the 16th. Normally it's a 2 or 3 day event. This one's going to be special. It's going to be a scholarship brunch.
Right.
And they'll have the location pinned down after a board meeting tonight. So you can go to eladies.biz and you can find out where the event is, sign up. They do need sponsors for some of the girls. It's a hefty price, girls for $30 for breakfast.
To help them, and the whole event. Well, it's not just a breakfast, it's a whole event.
But it's conference speakers, it's entertainment, it's a fabulous fashion show.
And great networking, too.
And networking and business, and we will be there.
Where?
That we will be presenting a scholarship to some young lady, and to one of the seniors we'll offer a internship for the summer.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
I want somebody that really in the media maybe wants to.
Social media,
Yes,
so
and we'll.
On that. How's that?
I love that.
Why didn't you bring it?
All I can say
is such a great color. I love the color on you.
Thank you.
That's a good color.
The best rewards is when it's offered to you and you didn't have to ask, and that's been my blessing.
But we love you and we love what you do, and we're proud to have been a part of it for the last 3 years. For
yes,
sure.
Yes, definitely.
And, what award was Barbara presented with last year? What recognition?
I can't remember.
Some entrepreneur.
Yes, entrepreneur.
Something.
Fabulous female. I think it was entrepreneur or media or she just fabulous.
I think it's
she's just fabulous. Came busting in and out with that hat. Oh my God.
I didn't tell her. Either.
No, you didn't, and I thank you for that.
But I wore my hat anyway.
She was ready either way.
No, I just do that. I love hats.
I know. It looked so good.
Encourage her to wear a hat.
Hey, I say do what you do.
Okay.
Is the board gonna wear hats?
Is the who?
Your board gonna wear hats?
I hadn't even thought about that.
Bring that up. Tell them that's our suggestion.
Oh, the board wear the hats. That is so cool. That's cool. Give it some pizzazz, some style. You know what? And we hadn't even talked about that. We have a meeting tonight at 8:00, and at 7:00 I'm going to be doing another event online talking about the Females of Fabulous scholarship fundraiser. We
got to get you on board the entrepreneurship, and you can utilize that.
Let's talk about that real quick. We are setting sail January 15th next year, 2017, on what we're calling the entrepreneur-ship.com. It's a Royal Caribbean line. Hold it up. You got that?
That's us. Just
Put that-
it's our
zoom
deal.
in on
It's
that,
our deal.
Ron.
Right.
This is our deal. We've got 100 cabins already set aside on Royal Caribbean's Legacy of the Sea.
Legacy of the Sea.
We're going to tour the ship this Sunday.
Yes, it's going to be a 7-day cruise. We're going to go to out of Port of Galveston. We're going to go to Cozumel, Grand Cayman, and Jamaica. At each port of call, we'll be making business connections with business leaders there based on your area of interest. We're going to we already have on board Women Business Enterprise Alliance. We have Women's Council of Realtors. We have
The Women Driving
Business.
Chamber.
So how you get on board?
Okay, you just
Believe it or not, you can already book your outside cabin. And it's not outside.
you
outside,
call
outside.
you can go to the entrepreneur-ship.com, and it said if you're an organization and you want to be booking it through your group, you can make commission on it.
Oh, wow.
So that's
cool.
what
I
we're.
think that should be a board trip.
I think that's
What do you
awesome.
think?
And so we're going to have a pre-launch party where everybody gets
When?
their documents and meets everybody right before the cruise.
Oh,
And so
got a
everybody's going
cocktail
to
party on
and
board.
we're going to have CEU classes. April Day, president of Women Business Enterprise Alliance, is doing a CEU class on transformational leadership and dealing with employee burnout. We're going to have MCE classes for realtors from Champion School of Real Estate. We're going to have the AC Ramos Prosperity Real Estate Investment Group is going to be doing a class on real estate investing.
Okay, well, you're going to have me doing a class.
Okay.
Teaching people how to be philanthropists.
If we can make it CE, it has to be CEUs is what we need.
All I need to do is find out what I need to do, and
Okay.
it's a done deal.
Super,
'Cause I
super.
want to be on that
After
cruise.
the show or tonight, and we'll get you on the cruise, get an outside
Get you-
cabin. We're going to do exercise on the beach in the morning.
We have a
an
personal
awards night
trainer
the
every
last night.
morning.
Oh my
with
God!
the
We
person.
just my girlfriends. We have a group which is a part of Essence of a Lady. It's the E-Ladies birthday group, and we were just talking about a cruise.
Well, this
We
is
got
perfect.
7 days. And
It's gonna be
we're
awesome.
On some pretty big sponsors to help underwrite it.
Fantastic! I'm loving every minute of
See, we
this,
always
and
got-
I'm
we
loving
always
the
got something
idea
going
of
on, don't we?
exactly. And you guys have to keep me in the loop. But back to the Females of Fabulous Scholarship fundraiser. Just remember to get more information. You can find us on Facebook. You can look for Essence of a Lady Incorporated and click on our event page on there, and it'll bring you to the Females of Fabulous event page. You can also find us on www.eladies.org.
Okay.
You can also find us by calling 713-449-4230 for more information on how to be a vendor, volunteer, or sponsor. The most important thing to remember is it doesn't matter who you give to as long as you give back, because when people talk about you when you die, they will talk about what you did when you were alive.
That's right.
That's right.
So give back.
And that's what
Become a
every successful
philanthropist.
cover honoree we have.
And
They
I
all
will
have that
be
in
one
common.
of these successful covers in the next year.
I
and
believe
I'm
it.
claiming it.
I'm claiming, okay.
There you go.
But they all give back. That's what they all have in common.
Yes, and that's what I write a blog, and I'm also getting ready to be writing for a national magazine once it's finalized.
Then you can tell about it.
Yes,
But how
I can tell
can read
about it.
your blog right now?
Right now, you can go to mindyourblackbusiness.com.
Mindyourblackbusiness.com.
Yes, you can go there and you can read articles about how to leverage your business as a philanthropist. Can you be a philanthropist and make 6 figures? It's at least 12 different articles I archived there on Mind Your Black Business. I'm one of 7 writers, and it's exciting, and I love it because it's an opportunity to share my knowledge, experience, and expertise as an entrepreneur and nonprofit strategist. Remember, self-esteem is the essence of who we are.
That's right.
That's right. And let's empower some of these young girls before they're in trouble, before they drop
Exactly.
out of high school,
Right.
and understand they got the whole lives to be independent.
Right.
Yes.
They don't have to do it at 17.
Exactly.
No.
It's a
Or
preventive
18.
strategy.
Or 18.
Yes, it's a preventive
That's your whole
strategy. You know, it's a lot of girls, like we say, is just on the borderline, and all they need is us to pull the rope and pull them over, and it
show-
can make the difference in how their life turn out
Their whole
as
life.
adults.
Exactly.
The little things that we
After
do.
the show, you call Barbara this evening. You know, she's up late, and you tell her what she needs and maybe what you need. Maybe you can brainstorm, maybe bring something else to the table.
I truly will do that. Barbara, it's always a pleasure
You
seeing
know I
you.
love you.
You know, even when we haven't seen
I
each
know.
other for a year, it's like we just saw each
I
other
know,
yesterday.
And you keep getting younger. I don't know what you're doing, but
The hair-
I need some
the
of
hair
that.
looks good.
The
That's
hair,
about
the
it.
face.
Yeah, indeed.
I know they say black don't crack, but damn,
All I can say is God is good.
I'm telling you.
Back to the cruise one more time. TheEntrepreneur-ship.com. You can get on board. Just zoom in on that one more time. And book your cabin right now. We have over 100 cabins. We can look at 200 people. Got all these organizations coming
And
on.
we're going to hook everybody up with each other to be supportive. That's the whole idea.
amazing.
Women's Business Enterprises will find out about you. Women's
Yes.
Council will. That's the whole idea is we're going to bring all these great groups together.
There you
and
go.
you can't help but be doing
And-
business with them afterwards and being friends with them.
And visit,
That's
like us
awesome.
on Facebook, Small Business Today Magazine on Facebook, and go to our website, sbtmagazine.net. All these shows are
or
archived on the radio.
smallbusinessmagazine.com, right?
The digital editions are online. We're still trying to get some of the older issues up there.
We are totally working on our web design right as we speak, just to keep improving.
There will be over 1,300 articles archived there. I've have about 400 more to go to categorize each one, but we have over 900 I've categorized already. So you can search by topic, and here's all the editorial ever.
or by writer or
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
So, anyway, been a great show today, and we've enjoyed having Miss JoAnn Ajai Scott from Jacksonville, Florida here. And I always bring it up.
I know.
Yeah,
It's a pleasure.
My mentor went to Wolfson. Did I tell you that?
And that's where I graduated from high school.
Wolfson, yeah.
Wilson High School, 79, class of
Was it-
79.
Did they have the wolf? Was there
The Wolf Pack.
Wolf
Yes,
Pack.
we were the Wolf Pack.
Marshall probably graduated 66, somewhere around 65, 66 from Wolfson. So, anyway, been a great show. Thank you, Jerome Davis. Thank you, Ron
We still got
Coleman.
time, you know.
Yeah. And let me say this before we end. You can also find me on Twitter at JoAnn Ajai Scott, JoAnn and you can find me on Twitter at the E-Ladies Network, ELADIES Network.
You want to give a shout out to a couple of your sponsors going to be there? Just a couple.
Just a couple of our.
She did like 45 minutes worth of shout outs the last time she was on the show.
We always have awesome sponsors, you know, and we are excited that we have awesome speakers too. We have Dr. Katrina Pullum coming from Dallas, Texas. She is known as the Chain Breaker.
Good.
And she has an amazing story, and she's going to be our MC. We have Sherry Donahue Brown, who's up in the Arlington area. She does an amazing workshop where she teaches women how to communicate, and of course, she's just an amazing speaker. All of our speakers are normally sponsors, and that's why I named the speakers also. We are continuously looking for other speakers and sponsors, so take time to go to www.eladies.org to see how you can come in and support and gain leverage for your business as a philanthropist.
Are you going to have any trade show booths at your event?
Yes, we will have some trade show booths because, you know, women like to shop.
That's what I was going to
You
say.
know, we always have the bag lady who sell purses and everything. We'll have some makeup. It may be.
So, if
through
there's
another
somebody, a
entity.
vendor that has jewelry or makeup or clothing, can they contact you about purchasing
Definitely.
a
We
rental?
want vendors who have jewelry, makeup, clothing, shoes, because I mean, after all, females are fabulous.
That's
they
right. And
love looking fabulous
That's
with
right.
all those
We'll have our
accessories.
We'll have our youthpreneur, Bryce, there, and he'll have his beautiful boutonnieres.
That he
flower
creates.
lapel pins that he makes himself and designs.
And a percentage goes to charity.
Well, fantastic. And a percentage
going
can go
more
to
than that,
Essence
right?
of a Lady.
That's what he'll do.
That's what we want. A percentage come
You'll
to
like-
Essence
you'll
of a
like
Lady.
him. So anyway, now it's time to go because Jerry just gave me the finger.
No, it's a minute and a half.
Minute and a half.
Oh, that's what that
But
finger
Joanne,
stands
it's a
for.
pleasure to have you on the show. We are so proud to be part of your event every year, even if I had to hassle you this time to make sure we were included.
And also, and again, at the event, what is the style for women to dress? The gentlemen to come and dress accordingly?
Classy, business casual, but classy. It's a brunch.
Scholarship run.
Scholarship fundraiser, which we're serving brunch.
And remember, you're all role models for these
Young
kids.
people. So you want to look classy, dapper, nice, but we're not asking you to go formal. We just want you to look nice, and we look forward to seeing you in the place.
We'll be there.
Wonderful,
Looking forward
wonderful.
to it. All right, Joanne, thank you again, and looking forward to being part of your event. That's April 16th, which is Saturday. Location TBD. We'll know that later tonight.
And the
Put it on
website
probably tomorrow.
And
Yes.
and to get in touch again, how to reach you.
eladies.biz.
eladies.org.
Yeah.
eladies.biz is our for-profit entity, and you can go on there and sign your business up. Thank you so much, JoAnn Ajai Scott.
Been a great show.
Our
We
pleasure.
appreciate it, and we appreciate everything you do. Admire
Absolutely.
you, and there to do whatever you need. So, you've been listening to Small Business Today Magazine Talk Show on the SBT
Magazine Radio Network.